a session open here tonight for our event, so if you want something with you, feel free to do so. How's everybody feeling here tonight? You guys ready to see some of the cross section? Please come. I don't know what the this place. How about you? Great to see our national summer sport lacrosse being played here in Queens Park. It's been a long time. Oh, we'll have 3 officials as opposed to 2 officials. And also would like to remind you of our smoking policy. Queens Park is a non-smoking facility as well as there is no smoking prohibited anywhere in the park. Please do not smoke as you could cause a fire with our fire and warnings displayed on the front doors here in the arena and at the park entryways. It is crystal clear smoking is prohibited. Please do not smoke. Between that now. Hold on, Rob. That man is on his way. Here we go, Paul. Right here.
Thank you, Kim. Voices and technicals right there. Save the day once again. Welcome everybody to Pittsburgh Arena. Thank you for coming to be here watching the cross this summer. Welcome back to the cross is still alive at Queen's Park. I want to thank everybody before we begin tonight. I want to acknowledge that we are playing this game on the traditional territory that's and shared territory of the Kite Nation. In just a moment, we're going to welcome some special guests who will help us remember our First Nations ancestors in this community and in this game. But before I do that, I have some sad news to share on behalf of the Salmonbellies Nation. Just yesterday, we found out that we lost one of my idols, a gentleman who was slated to enter the Hall of Fame this coming fall. We played with the Salmonbellies from 1981 to 1989, playing in 6 Stanley Cups and winning 3. Our assistant captain, a gentleman who is known as one of the toughest and quietest leaders our team has ever known. We ask you to please join us for a moment of silence as we remember Lyle Robinson. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you this community and this team will miss Lyle deeply. And with that, I'd like to welcome our guests. First, Chief Ronnie Larrabee from Kite First Nation will join us. I'd like to also welcome from Squamish Nation, Tawani Joseph, Brad Baker, Aaron Baker, Evan Sky. Please come out and join us. Tawani and Derek's up there somewhere. But not only are these gentlemen all esteemed members of the Squamish First Nation, but they're members of the Belgian Nation as well. And Tawani, I think, is going to start us off. Tawani designed this equipment so the players were able to make can hand one in remembrance of the 215 children who discovered the Catholic school. Tawani, I'll hand it over to you because I know you'll handle this much better than I.
Well, thank you, Paul, and all of you that came out tonight to support these athletes, these
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please stand while I run the back number 1 series to begin with the national anthem.
Good evening, lacrosse fans. Welcome inside historic Queens Park Arena. We're back inside the old gal as we get set for some lacrosse here tonight from New Westminster. It's the XLL All-Stars taking on the New Westminster Salmonbellies. Jake Elliott, Tino Farah with you as the first of 3 to go here on a Wednesday night. We'll be playing on Friday and Sunday as well. And Tino, a beautiful opening ceremony by the Squamish Nation, followed by my all-time favorite song, a little folk rendition there by the folks here at QPA as we get set for some lacrosse. We're going to play NLL rules here tonight, with the exception of wooden goal sticks will be allowed. And Tino, you were remarking this is your first time up in the broadcast booth at fabled Queens Park Arena. Welcome to the broadcast. Happy to have you back and looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's quite a view. I'm used to being down on the floor. The last time I played here, the wooden floor was still there, so I'm a little disappointed I don't get to see the shine from that thing from up here. But I like this view a little bit better than on the benches. I think this might be a future for me.
Oh, a couple of steel girders in our view, but we shall persevere as the XL All-Stars will wear their whites here tonight. Bellies in their reds. 3 officials on the floor as well as Riley Lowe, Craig Baldridge, and Cam. Don't call me Campbell Anderson is your 3rd official here tonight. Christian, the phenom, Del Bianco, goes from player in the XLL to goaltender in the XLL as he will be between the pipes here for the All-Stars, and it'll be Brody Harris that gets to start here for the New Westminster Salmonbellies as well. We'll get you some scratches as we move along through the evening. Too, and you're right, no wooden parquet floor here at Queens Park, but it's great to be back. Fans inside the building, and to see that salmon belly crest out here as well is always a pleasure. All-Stars will work right to left across your monitor, vice versa for the Bellies. Welcome to BC Sports TV. This opening period brought to you by Extreme Threads. You know the deal, your go-to source for everything uniform, custom embroidery, digitizing, all of it, extremethreads.ca. 2 teams are at center and set to go. As ball is down, sticks are down, blow the whistle. Let's play some Dewa Aldo, as that is Mohawk for lacrosse, in case you didn't know. As I just returned from Aquaside. Thank you, Tino.
Yeah, I just learned something today.
The cap there you go. As the Bellies will control the opening face-off, this is Jordan McBride to Mitchell Jones. As Mitch playing his first lacrosse in quite some time. The Bellies have been practicing a little bit over the course of the last month or so, I think. So we'll see what the rust factor is like. And, of course, these XLL All-Stars just finishing up their 8-week season as the Black Bears were crowned champions in the inaugural XLL season. And we've compiled a roster of All-Stars, including this man, one Dane Dobie. He's Connor Robb. Reverse backhand on the first shot of the goal from Dobie, and it's stopped by Harris.
You kidding me, Dane Dobie already?
Still sporting a Calgary Roughnecks helmet, I might add. But if you check the weapon in the hands of Dane Dobie, he's got it strung up purple and gold already as he prepares for his next NLL season with the San Diego Seals. Jason Jones wearing 22 to brother Mitch. He'll skip it across and a sever there from McBride. Look out in the crowd as that one just rocketed into the 14th row in Section 8. Hopefully everybody okay. Keep your eye on the ball, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
Stay off your phones, people.
Low glass here. Quick shot there from McBride. Bounces wide and stays in play for young Will Malcolm wearing number 4. Dougie Hills, old number 14. Jones has it again. And he'll tuck. Feed to the crease. That one got away. As there's old Joe McCready wearing 55. He'll load up a long drive. And Del Bianco playing with the field stick here. Tino is in the other end. Brody Harris going with the Woody, but Del Bianco getting ready for NLL season, going with the small Tupperware.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to see a little bit of rust out of Del Bianco. I was not sure when the last time he played goalie was, but
there's no rest for the Phenom. As Keegan Bell, the captain of the All-Stars, drives in quickly, and Harris made a good stop. Colt Clark back with the Bellies for this All-Star affair, spending his time in Vancouver for the Timbermen as he slips down. I think it's actually Bellies' property once again. I think they made the deal back, I want to say 2 years ago. So Colton Clark now a member of the Bellies once again. It's a 3-on-1 here. Look out as Fitzgerald trying to get away from Malcolm. Taken down, no call. Ball goes up into the air, and it's freed up there for Jean-Luc Chetner. He's got it to Connor Watson, who led the XLL in scoring this season in a delayed call on here to New Westminster. 6 attackers on for the All-Stars. Dobie will start in. Skip it down to the crease. Chetner took his eye off it, and the whistle will go. Here comes the first penalty call of the evening.
Love the pace here so far. Both teams came out jumping in the warm-up, and it's showing so far to start. I was
a little worried about the old voice box on my own right here, Tino, after calling 12 games in 4 days. Pipes are warmed up here. We're ready to go as Stefanos. You see it on your screen there, Tino. Let's get a little read in here for Stefanos, one of my favorite Greek restaurants. Located at 315 Columbia Street, the Greek restaurant in New West. Souvlaki specials on Monday, pastas on Wednesdays. We'll touch a little more on Stefanos as we move along. 2 minutes up on the board here for number 44 in red. That's Anthony Malcolm, who will sit. And a long shot there from Keegan Bell slipped through the wickets and stayed out. Dean Farrell will pick it up and go to Connor Robinson, who is the all-time junior Salmonbellies leading scorer. Bell, crease for Stephen Neufeld. Here's Dobie from the point. Subber. Oh, what a stop from Harris as he got a second hand on it after making the original save. That thing was rolling towards the goal.
Beware of the second bounce. Load that one up in the highlight reels.
There's number 20. Wore number 9 in his Salmonbelly career. Did one Ilya Gaich back in the Belly lineup here tonight. Dobie will set things up once again. Over a minute to work with here in the man advantage. 20 to go on the shot clock as Connor Robinson takes up place at the point now. Robinson, Bell. Robinson, Bell. Here's Bell with a high drive and off the shoulder of Harris, who's really mean peppered early in this game and is standing tall. You would have thought if there's one advantage here, Tino, for the All-Stars tonight, it would be in goal with Del Bianco going up against the rookie and Harris. But right now, Brody Harris is doing quite well.
Yeah, it's a firing squad, but he's standing tall so far.
Here's Bell again. Dobie. Robinson sets a screen. Nothing happening there, so he'll back out. And lots of time to work with on the shot clock here, 15. Robinson, sub-shot there, handled by Harris. As Neufeld reached into the crease, and there's a long ball, and I don't know how that worked, but it did. And here comes a chance for Jake Doucette, who decides to pull this one back and kill off some time as the crowd appreciates the penalty kill effort here from the Fish. Kevin Big Cat Crowley is in the Belly lineup here tonight. He's wearing number 21 and has the ball in his pocket right now. Going with the traditional high, shin-high belly socks. He'll fire it. Del Bianco will flash out a pad and turn that one aside. New 30 here for New West as they kill off the penalty. But that's a back over violation on New West. As I remember, we're playing NLL rules here at Queen's Park Arena. I don't know if that's ever been done, Tino.
First for everything. Glad to be here for it.
Making history in historic Queen's Park. You're a part of it now, man. Here's Robinson down low. He'll come across the top with it. Whip it past to Watson. Had to double clutch on it. Taking hacks and whacks there. As he tries to squirm inside, he will, and he scores! Connor Watson, the XLL's leading scorer, starts the scoring off here for the All-Stars as they lead at 1-0. Out shooting the Bellies here early, Tino, 8-2.
Kind of a nothing play it looked like to start off. It looked like he was going to swing it over to the lefties. Ended up going one-on-one, and just no defender really came over to slide to him. It was something out of nothing. Connor Watson, How do you do?
Got around Connor Evers. A lot of Connors involved in that play. Robinson was the assist man. It's the Connor trifecta right there. Mitch McDowell comes up with a loose ball. Takes a chop there from Crowley, who tries to ride him into the boards. McDowell keeps the power cradle going. Tried to roll it back for Dobie. It was deflected by a stick. As in comes Dobie to scoop that up. I'm not sure how he came up with it, but he did. And then Crowley missed her loose balls. He tried to bring it with him. Ball bouncing around here for Geich. And he'll win that battle, Will Ilya. And look up the floor. And 8-second violation was on here for Ilya, so he just wearing number 20 here tonight. Andy Ogilvy's old 20. Jordan Hall, no, he wore 44. I'm trying to think of some former Bellies who wore 20. Ogie comes to mind right off the top. There's this Chetner. He's wearing number 6. Dart and a spin. Chetner kick it off Neufeld. Now James Ray, who was one time drafted by the new Westminster Salmonbellies, and he'll shoot and score. Well, you know, I was wondering, Tino, here, and you know, listen, we still got a long way to go in this one.
Left.
But I was wondering, kind of looking at the Bellies lineup and how is this thing going to go? I thought if the XLL All-Stars were going to be successful here tonight, getting off to a quick start was going to be paramount for them, and they've done just that, outshooting New Westminster 9-2, and now they lead 2-0.
I was just going to say, look at the shot total, and that'll tell you everything right now. New West hasn't really got a whole lot going on offense so far. They've hardly had the ball, and they've already been on the penalty kill, but maybe rust factor a little bit, maybe. I think New West will be fine, though.
Tell you what, I'm reading this Stefanos read here, and now I kind of feel like I want some Greek food after this. As whether you want a home-cooked meal or a party of 40, they've done it all. A spacious indoor dining space, menu for everyone. Go see Steph and Rach and tell them you're a fan of the Salmonbellies. So James Ray and Connor Watson have it going here for the All-Stars, and now Dane Dobie with it. Lowers the shoulder on Malcolm, powers his way to the top of the dotted circle, tried to hook a pass inside. Ray will have to play it out of the corner. He'll get double teamed there as Ilya Geich takes off the top. And Robinson will have to go play some defense as here comes the speedster, Tony Malcolm. Runs wide on his man, Malcolm, and he bounced it wide past Del Bianco. Good hustle after the loose ball as Jones and McNabb come together. They'll separate as here's Robinson scores. Now we got some rough stuff here early. A little feeling in this game is always at the center of that is one Jason Jones, as he was mixing it up with McNabb. And I think they're both going to go to the penalty box here as it's 3-0 All-Stars here as Connor Robinson adds to the total.
Yeah, I was going to say, hidden away in all this action was a goal, the 3-0 goal for the XLL All-Stars. You think those two guys have played against each other a few times? New West colors, Coquitlam colors. I think there might be a little bit of history there, but
yeah, I think that's probably a fair assessment.
Glad to see there's a little bit of energy to this game, I'll call it.
Yeah, you want a little feeling. You don't want to see a patty cake lacrosse game. Nobody wants to see that, but you also want cooler heads to prevail. This isn't about trying to take somebody's head off either. But with that being said, New West could definitely use a spark right now, finding themselves down 3-0. And a clean face-off win for Hamer Jackson. A quick shot there for Colton Clark. Jordan Magnuson after the loose ball, but it'll skip out of play, and it'll be XLO All-Stars possession. Brandon Fitzgerald will wait for some support. It comes in the form of Jean-Luc Chetner as Jimmy McBride waits for him. Dobie will go set a pick. He'll roll to the goal. Pass was just out of the reach. As right idea, bad execution. And the Bellies get it right back. Feed through the middle. Here's Mitch Jones. And he put it off the rebound chance there for Beam. And he decides to pull out. Check it. Yeah, it is Beam. Excuse me. No name bar on the back of that jersey yet. No Logan Chess in the lineup here tonight as McCready, and that shot off a leg into the corner. Jordan McBride first to it. 10 on the shot clock. Ball loose. Will Malcolm's got it. He'll make the spin. Malcolm tried to jam it short side, and it's in. I think Delbs thought it was going far side, and Malcolm had other ideas as he squeezes that one on the short side. And Bellies around the board 3-1.
I was just going to make a comment about how before it rolled in, I was questioning the decision to shoot that early. I thought he would have waited till he's in the air a little longer so he could reach across. But once again, as I'm thinking it, somebody shuts me up, and it finds a way to squeak through Del Bianco.
It sounds like a deeper life issue than just lacrosse right there.
I just mean in the previous broadcast.
Okay. So, quick wipe of the floor here. As we'll get a little TV timeout and a chance to pay some bills here once again, Tino. Steel and oak. I got all these new reads to learn here. You're going to have to take some support here. Made with the finest ingredients in a mixture of North American German brewing style, Steel and Oak proudly returns the noble tradition of brewing quality beer to New Westminster. Food trucks on the weekend, 1319 3rd Avenue. It's been downtown and the West End off of Stewartson. They have a beer and a patio set for everyone. Steelandoak.ca for more information. Vibrant Things is my go-to. Pale ale with mango and citrus.
Ooh.
Steel and Oak.
Sounds like a summer drink.
Now I want Greek food and a pale ale. Just about set to go here. And resuming play in this opening quarter. If you're just joining us late, they put the scoreboard up on the wrong side here. It is 3-1.
There we go.
We got it fixed. I think they saw my hand signals.
I think you're the cause of that.
10-4 your shots on goal. 7:21 to go in this opening quarter. As McDowell trying to run onto a loose ball off the draw. Backhand shot didn't miss by much. It'll take a bounce here for Bobby Kidd off the corner boards. They'll bounce one near side for Watson. Back on comes Dane Dobie. Gordy Phillips taking chops down on the crease as Dobie gets the shiver in. Here's Dobie pivoting, still going, and he put it just wide. Here's Watson over the top, and Harris stopped that. Jake Doucette with a loose ball, had a crowbarred away, and Dean Farrell, are they going to call that? Oh, they are. Who's going to the box here? Is it Gordy Phillips? It is. Says Hamer Jackson was really hammering away, no pun intended, on Gordy Phillips, and I think he got caught on the retaliation. So Bellies now on the board, and now will go to their first man advantage of the evening.
I was actually going to say when we were talking earlier about the Bellies needing some energy, I think Hammer Jackson might be that guy.
So you got Crowley at the point, Mitch Jones and Jordan McBride at the shooters, Joel McCready and Will Malcolm down low as McBride with his first shot of the series. Bradley with his first loose ball had it checked away, and Jones will get it right back. Chester, Bradley, Magnuson, and Nick Scott down there. Here's McBride on a swooping sub shot handled by Del Bianco. He'll look to outlet, and he's got Magnuson. He'll look up floor, and he's got Farrell. Check it, it's Chester. Saw the yellow helmet. Immediately thought it was Dean Farrell. Here's Connor Robinson, still sporting his Saskatchewan Rush helmet. He'll trade that in for a Mammoth helmet in a couple of months from now. Robinson, hard feed, now a delayed call coming here to New Westminster, and we're about to play some 4-on-4 lacrosse.
Lots of open floor coming up. Yeah, I want to go back to Hammer Jackson a little bit because I was watching him in warm-up, and he just seems like a ball of energy in general. It seems like he's
got a little gas in the tank. I'll say that. If you don't know about Hammer Jackson, he is a tugboat worker and runs the logs on the Fraser River. If you haven't followed this guy on social media yet, I strongly suggest you do. It is money content coming from 87.
I was going to say, they got a shout-out to his socials on the
Instagram
PA before the game.
Well, the guy's got like over 3 million TikTok views.
Unbelievable.
I don't know another guy that's posting content about running on logs in a river. Nobody else is doing that.
He seems pretty good at it, too.
Sometimes he's got the stick in his hand, and he's doing tricks, and it's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'd be lying if
I want to see the blooper reel, like where he just falls in time and time again.
I think I have seen him go in the water a couple times, but yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I hadn't scrolled through those videos a few times as I'm hanging out at home.
Killing time.
Yeah.
So, of course, you got Rory McDade and my old Salmonbelly teammate, father of Mitch and Jason, Randy Jones, down there coaching on the Salmonbelly bench. Nick Delmonico, along with Bobby Bell Jr. for the XLL All-Stars. Keegan Bell down to the crease. Robinson with a stretching shot, and Brody Harris with a stretching save. Doucette through the middle. One more here to Ilya Gaich, trying to create a 2-on-1, and Gaich just sniped the top corner. And we got a 3-2 lacrosse game.
Wow, what a shot.
This is beautiful here from Gaich. And it's throwing me off because we're looking at the play going one direction, the camera's on the other side, shooting it from the other direction, so it looks like they're going backwards.
I liked our angle of that goal a little bit better, though. You got to see, like, the little sliver of room over the shoulder that there was, so you got to see, like, how precise of a shot that was.
There wasn't much there, and Gaich, I don't know when the last time Ills played a lacrosse game, but not looking like there's a whole lot of rust on number 20.
No, he got a welcome home from the PA announcer here, too.
Beloved Salmonbelly at one point. All three of them. Maybe four. Alex, Ilya, Nanad, and Milan, all bellies at one point, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the case. Hamer Jackson with a clean face-off win, and that might be an area here for the XL All-Stars. I don't know if they have a designated face-off guy.
Yeah, and I don't think Hammer Jackson's lost one yet. I think every single one has been relatively clean.
Del Bianco with a stick save. Bradley weaving his way up the floor. Got to get it across an 8 or less. He'll do the job. Taking a wrap check there from Malcolm. He'll play it back to Dobie. Dobie has a look up at the clock. 10 seconds to go on the penalty time to Phillips, and then the XLL All-Stars will have an abbreviated man advantage. As Mitch Jones will take the long feed, look out from behind as he heard the footsteps on the concrete. Wearing the red compressions as Del Bianco looking sharp, making that stop, and a quick outlet here to BK3.
Very subtle but very impressive drop pass from Jordan McBride to Mitch Jones there. There's a lot of familiarity there.
Bell, power play time now. 30 seconds to work with here for the All-Stars as James Ray coming on late. He'll go down to the crease as Bell plays the shooter, as does Dobie. Farrell out there as well. This is Dobie. Getting an up pick into the middle, skip it. James Ray had a yawning cage and he missed it.
See him look to the heavens with that one.
They got a reset, and I'm not sure why, as Dobie missed the target again. They're counting it down manually here, and that'll be a shot clock violation on the All-Stars. So a couple of glorious chances there for the team in white, but they come up empty, and now the penalty over as a chance there for McCready is denied. Bradley a long feed up to Dobie. It was poaching, and that one will end up in behind the goal. Dobie on the wrap scores! Oh, what a goal. I think he likes that new San Diego Seal stick after that one.
I don't know if you saw the reaction from myself and Xander over here. Both of us throw our hands on top of our heads. Just unbelievable individual effort off of a not so great breakout pass, and he still turns it into something.
He makes it look easy. And I can assure you that latest marker there was anything but. Hamer Jackson, another face-off win, this time against Gordy Phillips as Malcolm scores. What did that take? 3 seconds?
That's what a prime face-off guy will get you.
That's going to be a concern, and if I'm the XL All-Stars, I'm starting to line up 3 across the back line here.
Yeah, I don't know if they have much other choice. We're about to see like another face-off immediately after. We'll see how cleanly Hammer Jackson can win this one, like assuming that he does. But why wouldn't we assume that he's going to at this point?
I think he's 5-0, 6-0 maybe here so far in this one. 3:36 to go in this opening quarter. And Hamer Jackson on top of it again. Can he hang on to it? Well, he got the pass off to Crowley. And now we'll head off to the Salmonbelly bench. So that's definitely going to be an area to watch here. Face-off dot. It's one thing when it's like 60, 65, 70% even, but when you're going 80 plus, that can have a direct impact on the game as Jones sets up Malcolm, and we're tied.
And you notice how that starts all from another, I mean, it wasn't the cleanest face-off win, but they get possession immediately off of a face-off and go to work. XLL All-Stars might be in trouble here if they don't find an answer.
We shall see. Well, we are tied after the XLL All-Stars got out to a 3-0 lead. The Bellies have battled back here to tie things at 4. Shots on goal now 15-9 All-Stars. And honestly, that right there, Tino, might not be the worst strategy. If you're going to lose the draw anyways, go with the early and just give them possession so you can set up on defense.
Yeah, a lot less of a fast break. And I think that one was almost an example of like the mental game now that Hammer Jackson, he's like taking real estate in their heads.
Maybe. McNabb will run it past Crowley. Now he's got McBride to deal with and does a somersault and loses the ball, but a penalty call is coming. I don't know the last time I saw a somersault in a lacrosse game. That was pretty good technique there from Nico.
That is an athlete in their prime.
Yeah, like I'm getting surgery if I have to do that. Royal City Physio, Tina Farah, please.
Yes, sir. Royal City Physio is the premier physio clinic in New Westminster. With over 25 years of clinical and sports team experience, Karen Nickel and her team at Royal City Physio have the knowledge and skills required to get you back in your game quickly.
Karen Nickel, as Dobie puts one off the pipe, it stayed out, has been around since I was playing lacrosse here in New Westminster, Tina.
A familiar name for BC Sports TV.
She is a legend and good at her job. Royal City Physio doesn't get any better. Will Malcolm. Apparently hasn't seen a barber in quite some time. A little flow coming out of the back of the bucket there. Here's McCready on the post up. Double teamed. Still McCready. And shot clock violation. As good job from the All-Stars doubling the ball carrier and running the Bellies at a time. Watson, Dobie, Farrell, Robinson, and James Ray, your 5-man power play unit. Dobie's going to go in the middle, a little box and one action here. Ray, Watson looking for Dobie, not open. Dobie wants it back down as Robinson lets it fly. Dobie! Well, off the rebound. Dobie finds the top corner. That's a power play marker. And the All-Stars back in front 5-4. Race to 20 here, Tino. We're in for a shootout, I think.
Yeah, the fans are in for a show. I was going to say, I love that adjustment by the All-Stars power play to put Dobie in the middle because you're freeing up so much space for the shooters. The PK, they have to respect Dobie in the middle. He's the best player in the world, and he obviously just showed it there again, but it frees up a ton of room for the shooters to be able to take their shots too.
Another face-off win for Hammer. Long feed up here for Jones. Takes it off the concrete at Queen's Park. Jones has a look, still looking. Bradley marking him. Now it's Jason Jones and rebound chance, and I think Malcolm hit the crossbar. Now Bradley running after this one. He's got Bobby Kidd going to the goal. Here comes Bradley. He's got a trailer. It's Gordy Phillips. He'll load it, won't shoot it. Down to the crease it comes, and Keegan Bell will take it in behind the cage. 60 seconds to go here in quarter one. Bobby Kidd up to Dobie. As on comes Jean-Luc Chitner. He'll set the good up pick, and he'll get called for that. And you can see that coming from a mile away.
Wonder if that was supposed to be a bit of a statement there.
Well, I mean, you can get a little bump in, but you can't just, like, shove a guy to the ground. Oh, I thought Dobie had that in his pocket. He didn't. His back on is Joel McCready. This is Kevin Crowley. Looking, shooting, and he had Del Bianco leaning the wrong way and missed the goal. Here goes Jalen Chester off the top, didn't get the feed. Fitzgerald going to try and run this one. He'll shovel it. Neufeld into a triple, lost the ball. Robinson will pick it up on the fly, and the XL All-Stars will clear the zone. Bellies really stepping up on that center line, trying to cause that turnover as we got an empty net here. Del Bianco, no, he's going to fake it to the bench here. They're going to stay 5-on-5. Now Dobie says, go, man. It's Ray, the late man, coming. He'll load it. He'll fire, and he'll hit the crossbar. As that's Gene Ray, favorite shot there to the far side top corner. And we're out of time. They want 1 second back up on the clock, and they might just get it.
That's what happens when you have Dane Dobie campaigning on the floor.
Well, I think we're going to get penalty calls here to Ray and Doucette. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, I think we are.
James Ray not too happy about something with Doucette. I didn't really see what quite happened before.
Jakester can get under your skin with the best of them. And Ray's not going to take any cuff either. And they continue the conversation in the penalty box here with 1 tick left on the scoreboard. Robinson's going to let it fly here from center. And he missed it. Quarter number 1 is done. 2-minute break on the clock. We're back with second quarter action here on BCSports.tv. XLL All-Stars lead the Salmonbellies 5-4. We're back in 2. Welcome back, lacrosse fans, as we get set for quarter number 2 in entertaining opening 15 minutes here from Queen's Park Arena. It's Jake Elliott, Tino Farrow with you on BCSports.tv, home of the Billy Showcase against the XLL All-Stars. I don't know what the official name of this 3-game set is. We'll have to figure that out, but I can tell you this, El Santo Restaurant. El Santo Mexican Restaurant in Columbia showcases both the diversity of Mexican food and fresh, local, sustainable ingredients of the West Coast. With an expanded patio and now stretching out onto the downtown strip, they have room for everybody. Their menu includes the popular Mexican favorites and regional specialties you won't find anywhere else on the Canadian coast. So after I pick up a little Greek, guess where I'm going, Tino? El Santo.
Yeah, not a bad choice. Think any of the players are going to go out there after the game, or?
Why wouldn't? Well, I don't know. Getting a little dicey with Mexican in before a game. Tino, not your traditional pregame meal.
It's a bold move, we'll say that.
So a bit of a quick wipe here at center before we start the proceedings in quarter number 2. By the way, I think a little barbecue going down here at Queen's Park Arena Sunday if you're in the area. We will be playing Wednesday at 7 o'clock, Sunday 3 o'clock, all games here at Queen's Park Arena. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in quarter number 2. And the Bellies, surprisingly, win another draw, but the Port Moody bounce pass gets away from Ilya Gaich, and Graydon Bradley has it. Nice little lob into the middle of the floor here. McNabb had the footsteps of Malcolm coming, and he had a little case of the alligator arms there, Tino. As Mitch Jones comes right in, Del Bianco stares him down. And Bradley on the run again, this time had it checked out of his pocket from behind. Colton Clark's got it, and Graydon Bradley having a bit of a rough shift. That's tiring right there.
I'm really disappointed more people couldn't see you do the alligator arms.
Well, I wasn't sure if you had heard the term before. I wanted you to know what I was talking about. Just picture my hands coming off the ends of my shoulders, essentially.
It's a very important image for people to have.
Alligator arms. Bobby Kidd the third. Dane Doby. Up pick here from Mitchell Nole playing an offensive shift. Now got a screen there from Farrell. Here's Keegan Bell. He'll tuck, he'll spin. And then he'll leave his man Catton in the dust. Plays to Neufeld, who was on his way to the goal, but left the ball behind. Slim and trim. Big sniff. I don't know how much weight he is. I lost 100. I think he dropped about 150.
He easily dropped an entire person.
It's
easily.
Insane. Looking great. Jason Jones. Kevin Crowley. Sub shot. Del Bianco reaching out. He's got men up the floor here. Launches. Del Chester had to turn around to try and catch it. He'll get to it. Maybe gripping it a little tight there for Jalen. Ball got away from him. Back in come the Bellies with Colton Clark and Del Bianco. Another stop. So look how he pops off his glove to reach into his. Most goaltenders are waiting for the whistle there. Del Bianco dropped a glove and reached into his own leg pad to try and get that thing out and get going.
Yeah, he wants to push transition as quick as possible. It's so fun to see him get back into his element, as exciting as it has been to see him as a forward and a defender. Man, he's right back in his crease in his element, and it looks phenomenal.
Brandon Goodwin and James Ray share a smile. El Santo. We did the El Santo.
Oh, that's right.
Start of the quarter, man. Mexican patio. Fine cuisine that you're only going to find here on the West Coast. Sure you tell your friends about El Santo, Tino.
Better believe I will.
Located at 680 Columbia Street, closed on Mondays, open every day until 9 or later on the weekends. So maybe how much Cuervo you have in you, they'll just stay open if you keep shooting tequila.
I like that option, or later.
It's flexible, just like the Mexicans. Take a little siesta in the afternoon, we're open back up. Here's McBride to Jones, back inside. Crowley off the post, and in it goes. Well, 12 seconds is all it took on the power play there for Kevin Crowley. As Mitch Jones and Jordan McBride will pick up assists on the goal from the Big Cat. Mark it down, Tino. Don't forget.
Yeah, you better believe it. I like that power play a lot, because the classic power play move is to get it over to a shooter, set the inside screen, and have them come around and take a shot. But with the Crowley in the middle rolling, it's easy to sort of forget about him as a PK unit, and that's exactly what happened. It's an easy pass just from shooter to point guy right there, and he's all alone in front of Del Bianco.
Well, you got to collapse. Jackson, another face-off win, had the stick chopped right out of his hands, however. Bobby Kidd having some trouble with the loose ball. Malcolm. He can't pick it up. Now he's got it. And good work there from the Salmonbellies to win possession. And, Bobby Kidd, so shifty, laterally, quick. I think Anthony Malcolm might be just a little bit quicker. Here's Jones. Serves a pass in there, and Kind of handcuff the intended recipient. No way. We'll work it ahead here to Kidd. As McCready will come back and play defenses. He'll give Kidd one across the hands. Bobby Kidd inside. Shovels off to Connor Watson, who opened the scoring proceedings here this evening. As we now sit 5-5 with 11:50 to go here in this opening half. Dean Dobie takes a whack and a hack there from Jimmy McBride. Got a pick from Robinson. He'll roll to the goal. Connor Robinson, he's denied by Harris. As there was some room on the short side there, but Connor just couldn't pick a spot.
That's a scary look, too.
McBride with a whistler, and that one might have caught some helmet at Del Bianco and stayed out. Here comes Jordan Magnuson with an opportunity. Won't force the issue. For the former Toronto Rock player and the captain of the Junior Rednecks. Dane Dobie. Chetner rolls to the goal. Here's Dean Farrell. Hit the pipe. McDowell's got to try and hustle back into the play as in comes Jonah Bean. No transition opportunity, so he'll give it to Willie Malcolm, who will give it to big brother Tony. Anthony Malcolm. I got to start going to him. He wants to be called Tony. I'm so used to calling him Anthony, I just get stuck.
It's the effort that counts, though, right? There's an adjustment period.
We're going to start calling Will William, and then I'll just stop calling Anthony and start calling, I'll just switch it.
You're making your job harder on yourself.
Got to push the envelope. Here's James Ray. Pass deflected, still gets through to Dobie. Goodwin got picked off. Here's Robinson down, goes to Farrell instead. Dobie swings a pass across to Keegan Bell. He's down near the crease, tries a bad angle shot. I think it hit a Billy stick. It'll stay in play here for Farrell with 10 on the shot clock. Across it goes to Ray, loads it, tucks it, gets around one, a reaching shot. And we got an injury down on the, I almost said turf. It's Brandon Goodwin, and it's Dean Farrell who scores. I think Goodwin's going to be okay. Maybe a hip pointer here or a hip flexor on Goodwin. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is for number 4.
Buzzer beater from Dean Farrell. Yeah. Another one of those ones that sort of seems like a nothing play to start and just a well-placed shot.
Just beat the shot clock. As Hamer Jackson and Nico McNabb having words, and Ilya Gaich comes over and says, you want me to take over that conversation for you, Tyrell? And that conversation quickly ends. That's not a matchup there Nico McNabb wants any part of.
No,
trust me.
With a resume like Gaich has, yeah, get him out of there.
And again, Jackson wins this one cleanly. And I don't know what the answer is for Hamer Jackson, but the All-Stars are going to have to figure it out. Joe McCready. Gaich. Crowley with that patented inside roll. Pass comes right through to Del Bianco as he'll lob towards the bench, and he's got his old buddy Dane Dobie in cold. Dane Dobie. I mean, I've said this I don't know how many times, Tino, but you give Dane Dobie one-on-one with the goaltender, I'm taking Dobie every single time.
Yeah, that's that Dane Dobie cheat code we've mentioned so many times. The breakout pass, he's one-on-one with the goalie, and that's like his go-to move as well. It's like one fake short side, starts to jump in the air while he's faking far side, and then brings it back and dunks it over short side again. Unbelievable.
21-15 your shots on goal. Under 10 minutes we go here in this opening half. 9:48 left remaining. 7-5 XLL All-Stars. And just watch the different strategies here from Hamer Jackson and Gordy Phillips. Hamer looking up at the official to see when he is going to blow his whistle, where Gordy Phillips is waiting for the whistle, not looking at the official at all.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a seasoned veteran.
There's Gordy Phillips with a chance. He'll fake it. Now take it, and Brody Harris will stop it. Bellies will come up with the loose ball. Shot there from Malcolm, handled by Del Bianco. Now up top, Mitch Jones. He'll get the reset on the shot clock. Here's McCready off the wall. spinning, trying to get inside. He'll kick it off. Jason Jones in behind for Mitch. Set play there. And Del Bianco hip to it, makes the stop. This is Nick Scott, wearing 22 in white. Very stylish XLL jerseys here, meshing well with the Salmonbellies.
The first live look at the white ones.
Well, it's the jerseys for the white tie, which will be featured in the fall season for the XL's Neufeld on the doorstep. And a new 30 here for the All-Stars. As Farrell dropped it, now he's checked immediately by Bean, and he lost it. Numbers here for the Salmonbellies. Gaich plays off. Here's Jones, and he missed the goal as he had Del Bianco go in the wrong direction. Here's Doby off the bench again. Doucette just smacked that one to the corner. Comes right back to him. As the XL All-Stars pleading for too many men on the Salmonbellies, I think they might have had a case there.
Yeah, and you know that's what Doby's in the ref's ear for as well, as he's smiling back to the bench.
Here's Malcolm inside and a low shot off the toe of Del Bianco. Graydon Bradley running well. Crowley tracking him down from behind. He's nice little toe drag from Bradley. Here's Doby off the shaft of Harris, who got lucky on that one. Back in violation here on the Bellies. How about the toe drag from Graydon Bradley on Kevin Crowley?
Out of nowhere, of all people, too.
It's the last guy on this roster you'd think they'd try and pull that off. No disrespect. Nicer than I could do, that's for certain.
Maybe he knows that. He's trying to use that to his advantage.
Well, halfway mark here of quarter number 2. 7-5 All-Stars, 7:36 to go. And timeout, and a chance for you to tell us about our good friends at Mr. Mike's Steakhouse.
Mr. Mike's Coquitlam provides the opportunity to take a break from the rigors of life, to share a drink with friends, and enjoy some mouth-watering food. Mr. Mike's Coquitlam. Jake, I know you're a huge Mr. Mike's guy.
I am, and I know how rigorous your life can be, Tino. So take a break from your rigors.
As a broke college kid, you absolutely nailed it.
No salad bar there at Mr. Mike's anymore, but still, lots of quality options. Can you imagine having a salad bar during COVID? It's just like, you think about that scenario now?
That might be a mistake.
Crazy.
And of course, I'm not going to bring up the infamous salad bar conversation from one of the first BC Sports TV broadcasts.
Oh, that's legendary stuff. Go back and watch that. Here's Chetner as we're back underway. He's got Robinson rolling to the goal. Chetner turns the corner, and Harris pops up with a shoulder stop. Here's James right in front, hit the post as well. No, he can't come any closer. Bell on the back check here, and he's going to draw a call. Took down Colton Clark, and Riley Lowe says you're going to the box for a hold. Captain doesn't like it. I think it's the right call.
Yep, I think that was a good play by Clark, too, to sort of slow up and get himself involved in the physical contact. It was like there was no real other option other than for Bell to just grab hold of him.
So
couldn't really do much else.
To the man event. I was looking to see if we had to pay another. We're like caught up. We're on schedule here,
Look at
Tina.
that.
Love it. So, Kevin Crowley, Mitch Jones, back to Crowley, down to the craze. Oh, what a stop from Del Bianco. Cue up the replay on that one, please. As that was absolutely ridiculous from Del Bianco. Watch it one more time here on your monitor. Right here. Oh, the windmill.
Oh, my God.
His net is askew in behind him here. I'm not sure he's aware of it, as that shot goes just wide. Del Bianco wants the quick feed from the official and gets his. The outlets to Bobby Kidd. And now he figures it out as I watch him reach behind him and pull the net back onto its goal line. A minute and 15 to kill off here for the All-Stars as Keegan Bell sits and watches. Bobby Kidd directing traffic. Here comes the double as Gaich and Malcolm close in. Kidd darts high, spins away low. Down the wall he'll come. Lowers in on Malcolm, gets a little space. Shot clock down to 3, and Bobby Kidd will do the job as he chews off a full 30 and now heads for the bench. And man, is the game ever better with the 30-second clock running while shorthanded. It's just, like, I can't almost believe that they used to hold that thing for 2 minutes and just watch people stand around and do nothing.
Yeah, and that makes the shift so much harder for the team on the power play that's playing defense, trying to get the ball back.
Tino, it rewards the team that took the penalty.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if you got a good chase team and a good rag team, it can be entertaining. You can switch the momentum with shorthanded goals, but they're so few and far between. The rule was archaic, and now it's gone, and I love it.
When Jake Elliott's happy, the lacrosse world is happy.
Now a penalty call coming here to New West as Dobie was taken down. Robinson will take a couple of chops. On comes Chetner. Ray will pop. He'll take the feed. Let it fly and hit the post again. He can't believe it. Watson's got a loose ball. All-Stars have a new 30. How many posts for Ray? That's 3 at
Two
least.
back-to-back at least, yeah.
Bell will come on. He'll set a pick for Chetner. This is Watson. Now Dobie up top to Chetner. 8 on the shot clock. Skip it. Bell couldn't catch it. Watson's got it. He'll feed across, and that possession will end up empty. But the All-Stars, they kill off the penalty, and now they're going to a power play of their own.
And there's got to be something to say there for the effort from Connor Watson. When James Ray hit the post, he sort of like did the look up to the heavens thing. I think he assumed that New West was going to get the ball.
Watson
Connor
kept
Whitson
playing.
went into a 2-on-1 situation where he's the one, and he comes out with the ball and gets continued pressure there for the XLL All-Stars. Incredible work there by Connor Watson. Showing why he's an All-Star.
There you go. Leading scorer of the XLLs. Dobie with a quick shot there as he tried to catch the Bellies defense and goaltender napping. Now Bell. Connor Robinson stretches the box, lets it fly. Harris the stop. Wasn't a great release there from Connor. And the Bellies Ilya Geich has it. 8 seconds to get it over. Finds Malcolm. Time ticking here. That's 9 seconds before they got over there as I watched the shot clock, and it was reading 21 as Malcolm stepped across the line.
It's a lucky break for Anthony Malcolm. Tony Malcolm.
Thank you. Malcolm to Mitch Jones on a sick toe drag there. And then a nice little bump to get possession. But shot clock violation, and the All-Stars will get it back with 70 seconds to work with here in the power play as we're under 4 minutes to go in this opening half. Keegan Bell, Connor Robinson, Dane Dobie, Dean Farrell, and Connor Watson. Here's Bell. Loves to shoot from that right-handed spot, and he does as he put it right on target, but Harris made the stop. New 30. Dobie works his way into the middle once again. Here's Farrell fending on a quick stick opportunity. Robinson will pounce on a loose ball. Watson bouncing around looking for a pass. It's Dobie with the release, and Harris once again makes the save. New 30 once again. Still over 30 seconds in the power play. Here's Connor Watson inside. Watson, and he put it wide as he took a shot right after letting the ball go. Now Robinson to Dobie. Back down to the crease. Here's Connor Robinson as they're peppering away here on the power play. 10 on the shot clock. Farrell at the point. Feeds off. Here's Watson. Here's Farrell over the top, and Harris will hang on to the rebound this time.
Some tired defenders out there.
Goodwin back out there. So that's good to see if you're a Bellies fan or a Goodwin fan, which I am. And Crowley has it as he gets it to Jones. Back to 5-on-5 is Jones. Gets the shot off. Del Bianco looking for the whistle, and he'll get it from Craig Baldridge. Bobby Kidd. James Ray now. Shots now 31-20 All-Stars as they lead it by 2, 7-5. Dobie right back out. 3-man set on this strong side for the lefties. Chetner over there with him. Here's Dobie across the top. Got a shot. And Harris, I think, no, they're not going to give him the reset. So Robinson with 5 on the clock, and this will be a shot clock violation on the All-Stars, who are going to get a 2-on-1 here. Oh, what are you doing? What was that? That
was Hammer Jackson.
As Magnuson comes in. Here's Dobie, and he put it wide. Magnuson again. He'll flip it to Ray, and James Ray will score. I don't know who that was. That Hamer Jackson?
That was Hammer Jackson. A little bit of a mental hiccup there, we'll call it.
He just put the ball down in the middle of the floor and went to the bench. He had a 2-on-1, and it results in an All-Stars goal off the turnover.
Yeah, James Ray finally gets rewarded after hitting the post 3 times in the game, twice back-to-back. I think we have to give the assist to Hammer Jackson there. I think he owes his Bellies teammates a goal in return, or at least a fast break opportunity here on the faceoff.
All his name bars come off the back of his jersey as well. Not that that has anything to do with anything, really, but I'm just noticing as we have 1:35 to go here in this opening half. Mitch Jones waiting for a pick. Gets one from Jason. McNabb on the switch. And here's Jones to Jason Jones. Mitch to Will Malcolm, and it's on the outside of the goal here, as Malcolm will scoop it up in a new 30 here for New West. Mitch Jones on the crease, and he'll take a bad angle shot that Delbianco will stop. And Malcolm will take it in behind the cage as they'll cycle through here. Joel McCready. Kevin Crowley will set the screen. He'll give it back, and a shot looking 7-hole, and Delbianco no trouble with that one. Loads up the long ball, but that not open. Give it to Graydon Bradley as we're into the final minute of this opening half. Connor Watson barrels in on his man. Here comes the double from Goodwin. Watson circles the goal, shovels it right to it. And he'll get an extra shot on the ground here, and that's going to be a call. Can't do that. Absolutely no need for it. And he's going to get called here as somebody comes up on the limp. Is that Jonah Bean?
I believe it is.
As he needs some help getting off the floor here, looking like maybe ankle for Jonah. And you hope he's okay. Tough kid. And in that situation, you hope it's ankle and not knee.
I think that actually might be Connor Evers. Might be. I'm not totally sure. It looked like...
I thought it was 27.
Yeah, I could have that wrong. It just looked like Watson's shoulder sort of went straight into an ankle that was standing straight up like this.
No, it doesn't feel good.
No. Hopefully he's all right.
Well, big moment here, Tino. 8-5 All-Stars, 41 seconds to go in the half, and now a power play here. And, 3 goals is manageable. You almost feel like a 4-goal lead going into the half feels a whole lot bigger than 3, although it's just 1 extra goal.
Yeah, and I think this is the kind of game that the XLL All-Stars are wanting to play with how the face-offs have been going. They're trying to get away from the fast break opportunities coming off of that. So I think they're pretty happy in this position right now.
Bell with a long shot, easily handled by Harris. And that ball, unluckily, will go off the stick of Goodwin. And I'm not, but if I'm coaching the All-Stars right now, I think, well, they're going to get a new 30. They're going to call timeout here. But if I'm Nick Delmonico and Bobby Bell, I think the way James Ray has been shooting with accuracy here tonight, I'm putting him on the righty shooter and maybe sticking Watson or somebody down on that far crease.
Yeah, and then I think you go back to the play they did on the power play earlier in the period where they have Dane Doby in the middle. Because you're clearing up, if you want James Ray to be your shooter, you're clearing up that much more space with the defenders already having to play in a zone. I assume they're going to be pulling the goalie here.
And Neufeld, another option down on that far crease as well for the big man who likes to work in tight.
Yeah, they got lots of options. That's why.
And nothing, not taking anything away from Bell, who has an absolute howitzer for a shot, but I think just Ray's been a little more dialed in here tonight. And sometimes it's a little more about accuracy than it is power.
Yeah, just play the hot hand right now, I think.
Yeah. And I just don't know if Ray's getting the looks that he should be down on the crease, that he might playing the shooter. Guys, I'll take my whistle and coaching hat off here and put my headset back on for broadcasting. So essentially final possession here of this opening half.
Looks like they're keeping Ray down on the crease unless there's some sort of switch that happens here.
No, they are. And here we go. So here comes early motion. It doesn't look like they're going to wait to run this down. There's James Ray as they set one up for him. Ray looking for the goal line here. All-Stars got to get off the floor. Bellies have bad intentions. Here comes Ilya Gaich. 6 seconds to go. Ray took a bad angle. Ilya from long range, and Del Bianco no trouble with that as the clock will hit triple zeros. And that'll do it for this opening half in game number 1. Well, I wasn't really sure what to expect here coming into this one, Tino. And I don't know if I expected this either. 8-5 All-Stars over the Bellies after 30 minutes of play. 30 down, 30 to go. 15 up on the clock here. We'll be back with second half action. We'll thank some more sponsors as we move along through the evening here. Tina will give us a first half summary as well when we return to Queen's Park Arena. Bellies, XLL All-Stars back in 15 here on BCSports.tv.
Fellas, welcome back to Camp Hammer. Tyrell, good to see you again. Looking to get out there, work hard, have fun, always trying to improve and lead to more wins. All right, let's go.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on.
Hey, try this out. Get a grip.
What?
All right, lacrosse fans, welcome back inside Queen's Park Arena as we get set for the second half here of game number 1 between the XLL All-Stars and the New Westminster Salmonbellies. Tino, give me the rundown here. Who's leading the way for both teams?
For the XLL All-Stars, we have, of course, Dane Doby. 4 points in the night so far.
Never heard of
goals. Yeah, 3 of them goals, 1 apple as well. Right behind him, we have James Ray. 3 points of his own, 2 goals, about a zillion posts, and 1 apple on board. For the New Westminster Salmonbellies, we have Tony Malcolm, 2 points, both of them goals, and right behind him, Mitch Jones. Of course, Mitch Jones is on the list as well, both of his points being assists.
So 34-23, your shots on goal in favor of the All-Stars, who lead it by 3, 8-5 as 15 minutes goes up on the board here. All-Stars in white, Bellies in red. Brody Harris and Christian Delbianco continue in their respected goals. Jake Elliott, Tino Farah with you. If you want to be interactive during the broadcast, we haven't mentioned this, Tino. You can find me at PXP, the number 4 sports. PXP, the number 4 sports. And Tino, you are at?
Farah Tino.
You know that's backwards, right?
Yeah, I do.
Did somebody have Tino Farah?
It was a 2011 thing. I couldn't get Tino Farah. I still haven't been able to get it.
Man, can't believe you're not verified.
Yeah, I know. Got to fill out the sheet soon, I think.
Oh, man. It's a process. It's a process. I think Tyrell Hamer-Jackson has been perfect in the faceoff dot so far in this game as Gordy Phillips will step into the small circle here. And Hamer-Jackson wins another as Ilya Gaich gives the wand a twirl one-handed. And some traffic, shovels a pass off nicely there to Colton Clark. And we're under, blow the whistle, let's play some across. We're underway here in the third quarter. I almost forgot. There's Jason Jones looking for Malcolm in front. Bobby Kidd will intercept. And he'll get it across center.
Fastest guy in the XLL, Bobby Kidd.
I'm saying, I think Tony Malcolm's faster.
Whoa.
I'm not joking. Here's Connor Robinson to James Ray. Is that, oh man, are you kidding me?
4th post of the game.
That thing was labeled. And there's Keegan Bell. Whoa, hey, little coaching switch there, Tino. I might have gone down in the tunnel at halftime. I didn't say, not saying, just saying.
We'll put you on the score sheet, okay? You can have an assist there.
I honestly, I didn't say anything. They did that under their own volition. James Ray hits another post, but there's Keegan Bell that goes from the shooter down to the crease. And he gets it to go. That's a power play marker, 9-5 All-Stars. A quick face-off win once again for the Bellies. A loose ball for Graydon Bradley. An outlet for Jalen Chester, who can really... might put Jalen Chester in that speed competition as well, Tina.
Maybe we get a skills comp through the series,
We might. Maybe after Sunday. Here's Chedner off the crossbar. And Brody Harris might be cheating a little bit, dropping down a little early, and maybe the All-Stars are picking up on that.
Could be some second half adjustments here.
Farrell with a sidearm that goes wide. And that'll be back over on the All-Stars. They'll make the change quickly as Jones will scoop and go. He'll drop off to Jordan McBride, wearing Ben Helgis, old number 11. Mitch Jones wearing his dad's old number 16. Crowley, McBride. Hook it. Here's Crowley, and he left the ball, but comes right to Malcolm, who's denied on the doorstep by Del Bianco. Mitch Jones picks up the loose ball. New 30 to work with here for the Fish. It's Joel McCready, who had all 4 of his kids out on the floor at halftime playing lacrosse, all wearing Salmonbelly shirts with the name Daddy on the back. Gotta love it. I looked at Jessica, his lovely wife, and I said, one more, you got a squad. Here's Robinson off the leg pad of Brody Harris. I guess they need a goalie, too.
They're going to have the whole next generation of Salmonbellies minor lacrosse.
Don't kid yourself. Girls, boys, all of them. There's Watson, who took a rough ride from Goodwin, and the ball rolls into the crease. Now Brody Harris. Long shot denied by the Phenom. And here's Bobby Kidd on the turn and burn. He's got Chester across the way. Didn't give him the ball. Hits the trailer and Dobie. That's a good option too. And he put it wide. And he's thinking about that one a little bit. Actually, I think they're going to say off the goaltender and play on here, says the official.
I can't believe no defender came to Dobie on that one. They left him all on his own.
Well, I can't believe Dobie missed the goal. Here's McDowell from long range. And that one's off the tender as well. And now a foot race for it. As Kobe Noda will win that race. He's got Jones, who's got a man open. It's Gaich, scores! Ilya Gaich with his second of the game. And the Salmonbellies back within 3.
Yeah, that one came off. You know, the refs originally they awarded the XLL All-Stars a reset there, and they sort of took it away. So Mitch McDowell was left with no other option other than to just shoot for a rebound. Ball goes back the other way, and there's a goal in transition. That's a tough one for McDowell to have to swallow.
Ilya on the wrong side of the floor there as well. Got it to go. There's once again a shout out to Extreme Threads, your one-stop shop for customized or team company apparel, embroidery, digitizing, screen printing designs, and sublimated team. The XLO All-Stars just won a face-off, Tino.
Not cleanly, but they'll take it.
Extreme.ca is where you want to go. Here's C-Rob. He's got a man open, and Farrell tiptoeing the crease, and Riley Lowe will say, no, you didn't. You stepped in. So Noda and Jones picking up the assists on the goal from Ilya Gaich. Bellies with it once again as Jones comes off the half wall, feed in front. Malcolm denied by Del Bianco, and an in-tight stop once again. Mitchell Nole will leg this one out, running for open space. Stops up inside the line and fires a pass to Jean-Luc Chetner. And he'll spin inside, Will Chetner, waiting for Dobie to come on. Finds Keegan Bell. No, he doesn't. It's picked off nicely by Colton Clark. Oh, took a slamming check there from Dobie, who knocked it free. Gaich has it over the shoulder to Jones. Back door. And Clark was open, couldn't catch it. Nice feed there from Chetner to Chester, who's looking him run. Here comes Chester. Hard feed for Phillips. That was almost a shot-like pass right there from Chester. My word. Quick whistle. Bellies on their transition. Here's McBride off the post, and it stayed out. Oh, yeah, Del Bianco at his mercy, and he couldn't pump it in. It remains 9-6. Farrell to Robinson. He'll set the high post. Robinson comes across the top with it. Down to the crease it goes for Keegan Bell. He'll feed it back across to Farrell. Up pick from Robinson. Now we'll slide to the goal. Spinning, shooting! And Brody Harris make the stop. How did he catch that?
We got a track meet in our hands right now. Both teams going back and forth.
The pace is incredible. Here's Kevin Crowley in the left-handed power cradle. Switches back to the right, lowers the shoulder in, top of the dotted circle. Nick Scott gives him a cross check. Mitch Jones works inside, working with brother Jason. Here's Jones looking to shoot, and he served it wide. 6 on the clock. Ball goes skyward and out of play. And Jones a little chagrin on his face knowing he missed a good one. There's a stiff cross check. You do not want to try and run the ball out against Kevin Crowley here. The guy can forecheck with the best of them. And Mitchell Nole, the youngster, just got a little taste of the power from 21.
Might be a bit of a wake-up call against someone he's going to have to play against a lot.
There's Brandon Goodwin, who's running a little bit gingerly. Gaich back to Goodwin. Inside step back. Del Bianco the save. Fitzgerald missed the Lucy. Bradley will dig it off the concrete. He's got it in the pocket, and here he comes. Double teamed. Crowley again on the forecheck. Still Crowley working away. A nice job there from Blake Bradley to clear the zone. And then took a bump at the end of that as he'll pick himself up. Shetner into the middle. Kicks it off to Neufeld. He'll get a screen. Here's Neufeld, swing it. Dean Farrell now. Tucks on Goodwin. He'll shoot it high, and that's going to go back across here. Trying to run onto it is Colton Clark. Back is Chetner. Clark on the shoveler. And Del Bianco, no trouble with that one as McDowell will push it back the other way. Here's Mitch McDowell up with Connor Watson. He'll get the feed, and Watson denied by Harrison. An excellent stop. Gave him a hard sell job, and the net about 2 feet off its moorings there, but he still made the save. 8 minutes to go here in a quick-moving third quarter, excuse me. Gaich with room, shoots, rebound was up for grabs, and Jones just overran it.
When was our last whistle? This is as back and forth as it could get.
There's whistles in this game. Here's Dane Toby. Play on. I guess it was probably the last goal, the Ilya Gaich goal. Here's Doby. Beam working on him, and he's working him over pretty good, and he knocked the ball loose. Farrell will scoop it up. He's got Doby going to the goal. Inside it comes. Watson over top of the net as he had room up high. And now Malcolm off the belly bench, and the Bellies are going to get caught for too many men, says Craig Baldridge. The BCLA is a proud supporter of the Extreme Lacrosse League and the growth of lacrosse in British Columbia. The BCLA field lacrosse registration is now open province-wide for the 21-22 season. For more information on youth leagues, they can be found on the BCLA website under the Field Lacrosse tab, Youth Field Leagues and such, bcla.com. Or just go visit Jerry Van Beek, Jeff Gombar, and the crew down there in Burnaby, just off of Winston.
So thoughts so far, third quarter?
I'm enjoying myself immensely.
Have you had an opportunity to catch any thoughts with the lack of whistles there? That's, wow. Are you entertained yet, lacrosse fans?
Mitch Jones over for a word with Craig Baldridge. Bellies need to send a man across to the penalty box here, and they seem reluctant to do so. It'll be Catton that will go. Son of former Salmonbelly Richie Catton, who I'm sure is mingling about in the crowd here tonight at Queen's Park Arena. Or he's transporting a prisoner to jail as a sheriff in his day job. Never know. Sheriff Catton. 2-minute power play here for the XLL All-Stars. Chetner Doby, Robinson Ray, and Keegan Bell. Robinson, Doby, off the shaft of Brody Harris. Doby just shakes it off. James Ray will load it, skip it. Chetner will miss it, and this one will come all the way back to center and across the line. Close call there. The score remains 9-6 as the clock begins to tick once again. Right now with Will Malcolm, who will try and kill off at least 30 seconds here for New Westminster. Mitchell Jones surveys. Bobby Kidd, the safety man, inside the dotted circle here. As Crowley will back away. 10 on the shot clock now for Malcolm. Clear out here for Jones to go 1-on-2. He'll swim it, drive it, flick it across the crease. And the Bellies will come up empty shorthanded. Still a minute to go in the power play time as Cole Catton continues to sit. Well, he's standing over there, but you know what I'm saying.
Good save.
Connor Watson on for a shift of power play time as he'll replace James Ray on this possession. He's at the shooter. Up top, Doby, who's now playing the point as Robinson slides over to the shooter spot on the far side of the floor, which would actually be the near side of the floor from your camera angle. As a shot there from Chetner denied by Harris. Connor Robinson will pick it up. He's attacked there by Ilya Gaich, and he'll flip it over his shoulder. Still 25 seconds of power play time to work with, and 20 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Doby fake the subber, give it back to Watson, and he looked 5-hole and it almost snuck through. Ilya Gaich with a long bomb for Goodwin, and well, certainly not the tallest man on the floor, but Dane Doby picked that one off. And here's Keegan Bell looking 7-hole, and Harris has another stop. And maybe an opportunity here for Jimmy McBride, Jason Jones, Jake Doucette, and Del Bianco the stop. Phillips a quick outlet, and we're back to 5-on-5 as the score remains a 3-goal XLL All-Star lead with 5 to go here in this third quarter. Connor Robinson. Up top, James Ray. Here's Stephen Neufeld as the Twin Towers out for a shift for the All-Stars. Ray just buried his man on a pick, and he'll get called on that. Moving pick called, and up on the limp is Hamer Jackson. In comes Jones. And there, is 16 on the score sheet in the goal column. Mitch Jones makes it 9-7 All-Stars.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back goals for New West. Those are actually New West's first goals since their first goal of the second quarter. So that's a big one, and I still look.
Ilyagich got one here in the third, did he not?
Yeah, you're right. That's written down on me too. I just mixed up my words a little.
I wasn't really asking the question. I knew I was right. I was just kind of giving you an avenue.
I'm looking at Hammer Jackson. He's still on the limp a little bit from taking that cross check from James Ray. So
he's back out there on the face-off, and he wins it cleanly. Well, All-Stars back Belly's back within 2 here, and with possession once again. Kevin Crowley. Bobby Kidd watching him, opens up to see the pick from McCready coming. Malcolm battling a loose ball in the corner, comes up with it now. Up top it comes, McCready with a bouncer, and Del Bianco a kick stop as he turns that one out of play. New 30 here for New West. Crowley wants the ball and he gets it. He's got Bobby Kidd watching him. Jason Jones. Little flipper for Mitch Jones. Tried to pass into the corner for Crowley. And here's Del Bianco on the outlet through the middle of the floor for Kidd. Crowley will go back and play some defense. Richardson will pick up on him. Bell will swing it across here for Connor Robinson. Across the top, he comes with a shot, and he had room on the short side as Harris was falling the wrong way but missed the goal. Bobby Kidd with a nice hustle effort to keep it on the right side of the line here, but out of time on the shot clock. And New Westminster will get it back as they're being outshot by 10, 44-34 with 3.5 to go. There's Jason Jones on a hard take. Went right into the post, took the net off. The Bellies will get possession, and they'll get a new 30 here, and Del Bianco will get a chance to put his net back on the post.
Got to appreciate the lack of moorings being in the nets there. That could have been ugly.
It would not feel good if there was no giving that. No wood here at Queen's Park this year, unfortunately. Here's Crowley off the post. This one will stay in play. Chester after it here with Mitch Jones. And he'll take a bump along the wall. Nice little shoulder to shoulder. And Brody Harris will pick up the loose ball. And a little taste of the speed of Jalen Chester right there. Here's Crowley on the tuck and go. Feedback near side to Malcolm. 15 on the shot clock. He'll step into. Nice little flip across for Doucette, but the defender not ready for that one. As here comes Gordy Phillips in transition. He's got Scott coming down the pipe, and well, there's another defender dropping a pass in transition. Trying to come back up with a loose ball, however. Takes a bump there for Ray and behind the goal. Keeps it going, does Geitch as he feeds up, and that one's picked off by Phillips. As Goodwin was in behind everybody, but pass never got through. And the All-Stars get the ball right back here in the stick of Dean Farrell. With just over 2 to go, feeds inside to Dobie, and Harris right there to deny him as he was down on his knees, but got up in time. And now Dobie just going to stay in behind the play once again here. Now he starts to make his way to the bench as he realizes the transition opportunity not coming. Jones with Graydon Bradley watching him. That's been a matchup all night long here for the All-Stars. Jordan McBride will pick it up with 10 on the shot clock with Nolay watching him. Near side feed Malcolm. Can't pull the trigger. Plays it up top, Crowley. Now Jones. Feet in front. Oh, Jordan McBride gets it to go. I don't know how he contorted his body to stay out of the crease and get the shot off all in one motion. That was ridiculous.
Unreal. We're used to seeing Jordan McBride, at least when he's wearing Warriors colors, we're used to seeing that dunk goal from, it'll be a pass from Mitch Jones or Keegan Ball from the other side to behind the net, and he'll dive from behind and dunk it in front with the Michigan style goal in hockey terms at least. But
now,
wow,
let's not use that again.
Yeah, that's of course we won't use that. But wow, we're seeing Jordan McBride with his footwork on the crease from in front too. That's impressive stuff.
All-Stars win a face-off, and here they come in the stick of Jordan Magnuson as he looks for a little help, gets away from Crowley. Well, we got a 1-goal lacrosse game here with 1:18 to go in this third quarter of 4. This is Jean-Luc Chetner. Shoots it, scores! Now we got a 2-goal lacrosse game. That was quick math there, Tino.
I was just about to mention how New West is finally getting on a run here, and then the XLL All-Stars just put a stop to it. That's wow. That's a big goal for the All-Stars. They needed that one as New West. Even defensively, I think they have a lot of the momentum in their side so far, so that's a big one for the All-Stars to try to get one back and try to settle things down a little bit on their end of the floor at least.
Well, if nothing else, this has been some real quality entertainment. On comes Dean Dobie as we're in the final minute of play here in the third quarter. McBride can't check Dobie. Here's a chance for Neufeld, and he had to re-engage there as he missed the first opportunity. Do they want to go 2 for 1 here?
I think they do.
Well, Watson going to try it. McCready right on him. Might want to move that ball as he took a wicked slash there. Here's Ray from well out, and he missed everything. Do we got a penalty call coming? We do. So the XLL All-Stars will get the final possession of quarter 3, and it'll be on the man advantage.
Now, if you are the XLL All-Stars here on the power play, do you hold the ball and wait for the 30 to run out, or are you just going for it full blast?
I think I'm waiting, but I don't think they are. I would wait, but I don't think they will, if that makes sense to you. Here's James Ray. Up top, Dean Dobie. Off the shoulder, Harris. Here's James Ray. Oh, Harris had no idea where the ball was. Now 10 seconds to go in the quarter, and now they surely will hold for the last shot. Harris had a good read on that one. Maybe one more opportunity, and maybe not. As third quarter action comes to a close. The XLL All-Stars will take a 2-goal lead going into the final quarter. We'll have it for you in 2 minutes' time. Actually, make it 5. They put 5 up on the clock, Tino. We got a couple extra minutes. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Fourth quarter action, bcsports.tv. Talk to you then. right, Tino, let's get some bills out of the way here so we can focus on fourth quarter action. Big B's Tavern. You ready?
Born ready.
Do it.
Big B's Tavern at 609 Columbia Street in downtown New Westminster is the chill pub you're looking for in the heart of downtown. Big TVs, friendly staff, great bar bites, nachos and wings, etc. They have a big patio right on Columbia, live music often, and are open until midnight. Midnight every day of the week except for Sunday, 8 p.m. on Sundays. Check them out, Big B's Tavern on Columbia.
And let's not forget about lacrosse classified, Tino, as a big program this week. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in quarter number 4. The American Goat, Casey Powell, is this week's calls to the hall. As in comes Kevin Crowley, and Del Bianco slam the door shut. As Jamie Dowick, owner of the Toronto Rock, continues to co-host with yours truly, Lacrosse Classified. Out now, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Find it, subscribe, put down a review as well.
Big one, Casey Powell.
Yeah, it's a good one. Only one Hall of Famer left, Sean Williams, that's it. Here's Dobie. Shovel across, nobody home. Ray will reach out for that one, loads up, skip down to the crease. Dobie was not in the right spot for that pass as the shot clock will expire. We'll get the quick whistle. Well, not so quick enough for Kevin Crowley's liking. Well, the Bellies will have possession as McCready sits in the penalty box here for the next 40 seconds or less. Mitch Jones, a little stutter step, hesitation, backhand feed, a good one to McBride. Man, do they ever have some chemistry. Been playing together for a long time now.
I was just going to ask how long they played together.
Put me on the spot, Tino. I want to say the better part of 8 years, maybe. So I don't know how Jones is hanging on to that ball, but he did. But the shot clock will expire. Magnuson, wearing his familiar number 10, will shovel off here to Connor Robinson, wearing his familiar number 3. Robinson down to the crease. Here comes Farrell down the back door. And Jimmy McBride couldn't play it cleanly, but Jake Doucette will run onto the loose pill. Out of the box comes McCready. He'll join the offense as we're over a minute and a half into this fourth quarter with the All-Stars leading by 2. This is Goodwin. Reaching sidearm, missed the target. Back in front, that one deflected right in on goal. Goodwin knows he can't touch the ball as he went through the crease. You don't normally see guys do that. Knowing they can touch the ball, but knowing they went through the crease, they normally just like they touch it anyways because it's just the natural thing to do. But Goodwin restricted himself there, restrained himself is the word I'm looking for from doing it.
High lacrosse IQ.
Here's Dane Dobie into the middle. Pass for Chetner, couldn't play it cleanly. And good speed back the other way as Richardson was up, but here's the stick of Dane Dobie intercepting, took a high check. Still Dobie with it. Rolling, Dobie waiting for something special to come, and he threw it out of play. And just while we have a quick moment here, you mentioned high lacrosse IQ, and I don't know what exactly triggered it, but I want to make sure I get this in here tonight. The late great, now the late great, future Hall of Famer who will go in November. 3-time Man Cup champion, played in 6. As what a stop there for Del Bianco. Former great Salmonbelly Lyle Robinson losing his battle and passing away in the last couple of days as Keegan Bell scores. Big goal there for the All-Stars, and Keegan Bell with his second. So I wanted to pass along my sentiments to the Robinson family. Of course, Sean Robinson, a former Salmonbelly himself, and a young man I coached back in Coquitlam in his younger career. And I tell you what, Lyle Robinson, I don't know if they made him any tougher than Lyle. The man was absolutely feared on the lacrosse floor, and like I mentioned, going into the Hall of Fame in November, sadly losing his life before having a chance to walk into the Hall, but I know he had a chance to work on his speech with his son Sean, who will now deliver that at the Hall of Fame come November. And just a sad day for lacrosse with the passing of Lyle Robinson, former Salmonbelly great.
Yeah, very well said. And I believe they mentioned him as well in the opening ceremonies
Did
there.
moment of silence, yes, before tonight's game. And rightly so.
Very well said.
11-8 XLL All-Stars after the latest goal here from Keegan Bell. Gamer Jackson and Gordy Phillips to saw it off in the small circle once again. And Hamer wins it. Ball is loose, and Jackson's got it. Well, Bellies have never led in this game, Tino. And they're down 3 once again with 11.5 to play.
Yeah, we're going to need to see a run here, I think, if they have a chance.
McBride will help spark that. Just a natural goal scorer is Jordan McBride. Just a quick release, and it goes. Bellies back within 2.
And, of course, who else? McBride from Mitch Jones.
The combo.
Fits the script every time. I can, if you're a betting man, I think a safe bet is a McBride goal from Mitch Jones, or vice versa.
Well, still lots of time left to play here. I don't know. What are you putting the winning number at here, Tino? I want to say 13.
I think it's going to need to be more than that. I think the immediate number in my head was 15.
Okay, let's see. Remember that, folks. Doby on the pivot. Look out, here comes help defense from Gaich, and he knocked down Doby. Doby somehow got it back. And they're going to push on the back here as well, and it's going to be Salmonbelly ball. Jones wants it up the floor here. Chester got there in time. Doucette will run it ahead here. Fitzgerald will cut him off. And the Bellies will get set up on offense. 49-39, your shots on goal now. That one off the post. McCready had Del Bianco all twisted around and couldn't find the target. Bellies will win another possession as Magnuson laying on the stick of Jason Jones. They'll separate. And a new 30 here for the Fish. Cutting is Malcolm. And good defense there from Chester. Now Bradley tried to play it to Magnuson. Ball turned over once again. Just unlucky there, but good stick, I suppose, from Jones.
And Will Malcolm is just all over the floor. Just one of those slippery players you want on your team.
Yeah, he's quick. I believe now property of Panther City. There's McCready, and that had Del Bianco leaning the wrong way once again. This is back over here on the Bellies as we're under 10 to go now. Two-goal lead here for the All-Stars in this first game of 3. Our next one goes Friday night, 7 o'clock, right here at Queen's Park. And then game number 3, regardless of who wins the first 2, will be played. Here's Watson right in, and Harris back in his goal. Where is it? It just trickles wide of the post. 3 o'clock face-off time on Sunday. Don't forget, you can watch every game right here on bcsports.tv. And don't forget to use the promo code LAXClass21 for a little discount at purchase. Here's Mitch Nolay going to try and look at the stick check from Crowley. Right on the pocket, knocked it loose. Possession over.
Some more high IQ lacrosse. It's a veteran move.
Well, spends his time in Philadelphia, but coming back to his hometown in New West for this All-Star Series. There's Del Bianco with a close call, but kept that on the right side of the goal line. Bobby Kidd up ahead, James Ray. He's got about 700 posts in this game. Maybe 6.
Roughly.
Doucette watching him. Ray trying to split a double. Does! It scores! What a goal from James Ray. Split the double, goes airborne and tucks it far side.
A little bit of a swim dodge as well with his offhand and his hand on the bottom of his stick as well. That's hard to control the ball when you're trying to do a swim move when your hand isn't higher.
How about it from James Ray?
Wow. Talk about an individual effort. New West has got to get something going here pretty quick. They got to get a stop.
Jackson trying to scoop this one. He will. Took a stiff check there from Magnuson, who will get a quick change in. And now it's a 3-goal lead once again. There's Malcolm on the turn, working with Mitch Jones, who got a pick into Chester. And pass comes into McBride, who splits a double. Pass off to Malcolm with a laser. And that one off the shoulder of Del Bianco, and Graydon Bradley will weave his way out to center as we approach the 8-minute mark to go here in quarter number 4. Robinson onto a loose ball. Looks like Robbo might be in his best shape I've seen him. Looking lean and quick.
And he's taking a beating tonight, too.
Shot scores! Farrell snipes. A big goal there for the All-Stars to get the 4-goal lead back here, and Dobie's feeling it as he's talking it up on the way back to the XLL bench.
That's another one where I think us in the broadcast booth, we had the better angle on that goal because they're able to see that sliver. That was as well placed of a shot as you could ever imagine.
Right under the crossbar, right inside the post, the junction they call that, Tino. And that was an absolute snipe right there from Mitch Jones, who answers back. And maybe the camera got the good angle from that side there, Tino. Is my goodness, what a shot from Mitch Jones.
Across
Bang.
the body.
That is tough to do.
Wow.
Timeout down on the floor. And I got to take this one here, Tino, for my good buddy, Matty Green, down there at Greens and Beans, just outside Sapperton. And if you're looking for a soup and sandwich, I don't even know if I want to read this because I have frequented Greens and Beans many a time. You got the food trucks around the construction sites and the warehouse districts as well. But Greens and Beans Deli on Columbia have been serving up the freshest and fastest soups and sandwiches, salads in New Westminster for more than 20 years. Leona, the mother, does a fantastic job. Catered events, breakfast bites to go, or patio soup and sandwich with a friend. They got you covered. Try the Mile High. That's one of my favorites. That's like 4 stacks of bread. It's ridiculous.
Gotcha.
Mile High, or the Wimpy Weaver, named after Walt Weaver, of course. Grab a bowl of the Wicked Thai soup. Holler at me when you're done because it'll put a smile on your face. 143 East Columbia Street, close to the hospital. Open weekly, 7 to 2. Got to get there early, Tino. They're done at 2:30. They wake up early to get the trucks ready and stuff, so they shut down early.
Sounds like it's worth it, though.
Lunch spot, soups. Like, I could have soup and salad every day for the rest of my life. I could. Back to center we go. We're back underway, and guess what? Hamer Jackson with another face-off win. I feel like that's like part of the reason the Bellies are still in touch with this game right now due to the face-off wins.
Yep, big part of the game, that's for sure.
You think about the extra possessions, it's like 20 or 30 extra possessions they've gotten just off the face-offs.
And I think he's only lost that one that was a violation.
Maybe a couple. As McBride can't catch up to that one. Here goes Nico McNabb off the top. He's going to get a breakaway. And he's off the pad of Brody Harris. And then a push on the back will give the All-Stars possession as Goodwin gets up a little gingerly once again and wants a wipe of the floor to the right of Brody Harris.
Gotta wonder if that's a little bit of the ankle coming into play again.
Papa Leo. Let's get it in here while we can, Tino. Papa Leo's Pizza. Sounds
if
pretty
you
good.
want a good wheel, the best pie in Sapperton is found at Papa Leo's Pizza, 450 East Columbia Street. Big parking lot. You cannot miss it. Hit them up. They have 7 locations across the Lower Mainland. If you're not in Royal City, handmade local pizza, fresh to your door. Let's go.
I don't know who's writing these ads, but he might have a future in advertising and marketing. The way these reads are just rolling off the tongue here.
Not bad, not bad. Order them online, papaleospizza.com, or give the guys a call directly. Support local. This is as local as it gets. Papa Leo's. Is there a chance that it's our very own Keith Gagne writing them? Is there a chance?
Oh, who knows? I've never heard of him.
Tough break, Keith.
Well done, Keith Gagne, and a big thank you to all our sponsors for supporting this broadcast. A lot of people asking where the wood floor is due to COVID protocols and the time they didn't even know they were going to play lacrosse, so they just didn't spend the time putting the floor down here this summer. Ice will be going back in here in the matter of a couple of weeks. Penalty call coming up here to New West. Del Bianco on his horse to the bench as he always is. Not sure another goaltender hustles harder than the grinder Del Bianco. Here's Watson right on, and Harris the stop. Here comes the whistle. As the Bellies are going back to the penalty box here, Jimmy McBride.
Certainly not what they need with just shy of 7 minutes to go here, down by 3. You're gonna have to start to push the pace here. I don't know if it's, I don't know how desperate they're gonna be on this PK, but they got to get a stop, and they're gonna have to push the pace and start going to net a couple times if they can get an offensive possession or two. This next goal could be a big one for either team.
James Ray, Dane Toby, he'll look far side, didn't miss by much. Ray will save the ball in play here. Shetner now, up top to Robinson, loads it up and scores. He's done that about 600 times in this barn, and he does it again as he sends it to the back of the goal for a power play marker for the XLL All-Stars.
And of course, who else? Dane Doby in the middle, just mucking it up. Another incredibly well-placed shot by C-Rob there, off the post and in. Not really a whole lot Brody Harris could do about that one. You always know it's like the perfectly placed shot when you hear posters. Not that that's a hot take, but.
No, I'm not giving you the bacon sizzle for that one, Tim. Here's Mitch Jones off the crossbar. That one did not go in. Oh, not sure we can get a replay of that, who that ball went off of. But New West will take possession, and Jones scores! And just like that, the XLL All-Stars need to maintain their composure here a little bit as the call did not go their way, and it results in a Salmonbelly goal, and in the lead back down to 3 with 6 to play. And I don't know who the seamstress is for the Salmonbelly uniforms here, but now Colton Clark's name bar is peeling off the back of his jersey.
I think Mitch Jones had an A fall off his jersey as well.
They may need to hire a new seamstress or sostress. What do you call it? I don't know.
Yeah, sostress. Yeah, that's it.
That's not the word. Taylor? Surely they did not get their jerseys done up at Extreme Threads, Tino.
Surely they did
I can
not.
Tell you that. Geitch just missing.
And that's called a callback.
There's Crowley. That one, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. It went wide. McDowell cheating off the top here. He'll make the change. Shot clock down to 3. Del Bianco forced to make a stop. McNabb had it knocked loose. He got knocked down by Malcolm, and that's a softie there called by Cam Anderson. Don't call me Cam.
I don't know about that one.
You probably don't. You probably don't know the backstory of that, do you?
No.
For the longest time, I called Cam Anderson Cam Campbell, and finally his father corrected me. And now every time I say Cam Anderson, I say, Cam, don't call me Campbell Anderson. And it's just stuck.
One of the better nicknames.
Here's Doby to Shetner, who tried the corkscrew, and they'll show that registered on target. Shots have tightened right up here, Tino. 54-48 now. Good pick from Shetner down to the crease. Here's Shetner inside, and Harris. No, it's in. No, they call him in the crease. Back the other way we go quickly. McBride off the belly bench. Didn't get the pass. There's Bean to McCready. And rebound, scores! Jordan McBride's got another.
2 back-to-back goals for New West, and we get to see that footwork of McBride once again.
Wow.
I think he was mad he didn't get the pass off the breakout initially. You could see him sort of screaming for it, but
Tino, you put the game winner at 15. I put it at 13. It's 14-12 right now. And I don't know if 15 is going to be enough to get this second.
no, not at this pace. back and forth.
Oh, Gordy Phillips won it. And that goes off the stick of Hammer Jackson back into the crease. And Belgridge shakes his head no. Here comes Jones in the Bellies. Mitch Jones. And Del Bianco no trouble with that one. Well, let's quickly here to Magnuson with 4:20 to go in this fourth quarter. Keegan Bell to James Ray. Who gets the next one here in this one? It's going to be a biggie. Will it be this man, Dane Doby? The inside jelly roll. Here's Doby, and he can't beat Harris. Ray's got the loose ball and a new 30 here for the All-Stars. James Ray loads it, tucks it, trying to get around Mitch Jones. In behind the goal for Doby. Farrell cuts in front, clears a little space. A backhand shot, not a great one. Ball loose, nice snare there from Ray one-handed. And he'll play it to Connor Robinson. Now Keegan Bell, he'll launch. Late in the shot clock here, and now Robinson with 2 on the clock will get it to Ray, who gets a late bid. And that one goes wide as well, and we now have 3.5 to play.
Lots of lacrosse left.
And now keep an eye on Brody Harris. Down 2, 3.5 minutes to play. Long change here in the fourth, remember. As Crowley. Will he show up here in the fourth? McBride has certainly done that. This is McCready. And looking short side again, missed. And it comes back across the center line. Chester wants it. Doby pleading for the quick whistle again. And here we go. Connor Watson out there with Chetner. Neufeld shooting off the post was Chetner. And Harris has a look down at the swollen pipe behind him. 3 to go. Doby on the post up with Doucette. He'll back away. Farrell running picks. Pass got deflected. Bouncing in the far corner for Watson with 16 on the shot clock. Stays out of the crease. Skytes right on him. There's Neufeld now. Swim move. Neufeld. Bounce shot. And Harris stops that. Who wants the loose ball? Watson's got it. Here's Watson. And he's stopped by Harris once again. Now what do we got? Wipe of the floor?
Watson's
play on.
Grabbing his wrist as he's getting up there.
And he's heading off the XLL bench as well. And that's back over as Doucette just lost his location on the floor. Bobby Kidd, look out from behind as he's got McBride on him. Bellies have too many men on the floor. Bellies have still too many men on the floor. Still, they have too many men on the floor as finally the arm goes up, and this is going to be a costly penalty. And now this will be interesting here, Tino, because this is going to be a too many men call, but it's going to come after the 2-minute mark here. But the penalty was before the 2-minute mark. So is this a penalty shot? It might even be better for the Bellies if it is a penalty shot. But again, the too many men call came, it is a penalty shot. It came before, the arm went up before the 2-minute mark, but by the time the whistle went, the clock was under 2, and that's why it's a penalty shot. I don't know if I've ever seen that exact scenario play out here.
I do think that, I mean, obviously, like you said, this probably is best case scenario for New West.
Unless they score,
Unless they score, but I was going to say, even if they do score, they're going straight to a face-off. Hammer Jackson's there. I like their chances to be able to go and get a fast break goal pretty quick.
Brody Harris took a walk to the Belly bench, and Toby tried to start the penalty shot with no goal. That is classic Toby right there. And now Mitch Jones is getting in a trail position like he's going to chase. He is not allowed to do that. He is not allowed to. Here comes Toby in on the penalty shot. Scores. Forget it. That was maybe the most entertaining penalty. You know how you do that in practice, Tino? Like you line up, give a guy a breakaway, but he's got a chaser, so it's like game likes. Jones was lined up at the restraining line like he was going to chase Doby in on the penalty shot. Doby actually thought he was going to do it.
Yeah, you see him trailing his stick behind as he's like getting ahead of the play to be able to run. And then Mitch Jones even adds the squeaks of his shoe afterwards to add a little bit of pressure.
Absolutely priceless.
Unbelievable.
15-12 All-Stars here with $1:54 to go. Face-off win, Jackson. Geitch quickly up. Here comes Harris to the Belly bench. Bellies pretty much need to score out here. And they'll bring on the 6 attackers. Jones at the point. Willie Malcolm's got it now. Here's Crowley on the pop out, and he hit the pipe. That goes up and out of play. It'll stay with New West. New 30, $1:30 to play. Tino calling it at 15, the number to beat. Oh, McBride had an empty net, tried the extra pass, and he missed it. Bradley gets away from Malcolm. XLL All-Stars have a timeout at their disposal, but the clock is their friend right now, and they want to let it run. Doucette on Robinson, former teammates with the Junior Bellies, if I'm not mistaken. Which seems like a lifetime ago, which is crazy to think. Shetner lost the handle. Under a minute we go. Now do the Bellies want timeout? Did they call it timeout? I don't think they did.
I don't think we've seen one yet.
Here comes Jones. Here comes Jason Jones. He dropped the feed. Jordan Magnuson right after him. Jones will win that battle. But time ticking down here is Mitch Jones. Rebound. Oh, Del Bianco can't stop it. I thought he had it. He did, but not quite. Wow. Watch the effort here from the Phenom. 1 stop, 2 stop, tried to reach in and grab it, just couldn't snatch it. We got a 2-goal game with 27 seconds to play.
I hope we're somehow able to put together a highlight reel of the saves or at least attempts that Del Bianco has made to make a save where he just throws his arms and his stick blindly behind him.
Well, if Keith Gagne works as hard on his ad reads as he does on his highlight package later tonight, we could be in for some gold here on Twitter tomorrow.
A little bit of homework there for you, Keith.
Calling you out, Gagne. Do it. Face-off win for the Bellies. And now they call timeout with 23 seconds to go. And this is the X factor here, Tino, especially in this scenario where you know you're coming up with possession, and that gives you some life.
Yep, that's we were talking about it before, I think in the first quarter, about how New West needed that kick of energy, and Hammer Jackson has been exactly that. I think it started from the beginning of the game. Like we mentioned, like he's hardly lost a face-off all game, and when you go in there with the confidence after you've already scored a goal that you're gonna get possession coming up right after, man, the confidence that you need when you're coming into a comeback like this, an attempted comeback at least, that's a huge step in their direction at least.
You see Rory McDade drawing up the play here for his offense, who will go 6-on-5, down 2 with 23 seconds to go, and a shot total that was heavily skewed in favor of the All-Stars for the majority of the game here, Tino. Now 57-54 for the All-Stars. Big push here in the second half by the Bellies. Here we go. Jones across center. Can't waste much time here. Malcolm, they take Crowley away. Now he's got it. Crowley in behind. Del Bianco makes the save. Gordy Phillips the loose ball. All-Stars have a timeout if they want it. They're going to run for space here. Got to get it across center. They will, and that is going to do it. The XLL All-Stars win the first of 3 by a final score of 15-13 as they outshoot the Bellies 57-55.
And hidden in that stat line there as well, Mitch Jones ended the first half with 2 points. He finished the night with 7. Mitch Jones with 5 points in the second half.
So I don't know if teams are lining up or whether that's it. Get to the locker rooms, couple of fist bumps and handshakes. I don't think anything was discussed post-game here, but we got players of the game here, Tino, but maybe we could call it out. You got the scorers in front of you here. Probably go Doby and Jones if I'm selecting off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options for the All-Stars at least. Doby with 5 points, C-Rob with 5 points, James Ray with 5 points. Like we said before, Mitch Jones with 7.
Dane Doby, your player of the game for the XLL All-Stars. A little reluctant to go get the gift card or whatever he's getting there for that. Coupon. Who says with a coupon? It's a gift card, Kenny. And Brody Harris gets player of the game honors for the new Westminster Salmonbellies. Well, what a matchup here tonight, and it's just getting started as we will play game number 2 of 3 Friday night, 7 o'clock. You can watch it right here on BC Sports TV. If you can't get out to Queen's Park Arena, game number 3 goes Sunday at 3 o'clock. Don't forget, use that promo code LAXClass20. One more final shout out to our title sponsor, Extreme Threads, who are really responsible for this broadcast being available to you. So if you need a jersey or company apparel, go to extremethreads.ca. They're the best in the business, and they'll set you up right. That is going to wrap it up here from Queen's Park this evening. Thanks for joining us. Once again, your final shots on goal, 57-55. XLL All-Stars as they beat the new Westminster Salmonbellies by a final score of 15-13. For our entire production crew here at bcsports.tv, for all our sponsors as well, for Tino Farah, I've been Jake Elliott for the fastest game on 2 feet. For the creator, we'll talk to you Friday night from Queen's Park Arena.